The Los Angeles Chargers are suddenly linked to one of the biggest trade rumors in the NFL, and it could completely change their season. Imagine Alvin Kamara in powder blue. It sounds bold, but it's closer to reality than you might think. Stick around, because what you're about to hear next could shake up the AFC West race. Reports say the Chargers have their eyes on Saints running back Alvin Kamara. With New Orleans at 0-3 and facing pressure to rebuild, the Saints may be ready to move their star for the right price. Kamara isn't an aging back on the decline. He's still explosive, still dynamic, and could give Los Angeles the veteran punch they're missing. But wait until you hear how much this deal could cost. It's not as high as you'd expect. Before we go deeper, make sure to like this video and subscribe to the channel so you don't miss any of the biggest Chargers updates every week. Now let's dive into why this trade makes so much sense for Los Angeles. The Chargers desperately need a reliable running back to pair with their rookie, a true thunder and lightning duo that can keep the offense balanced all season long. Relying on one back can lead to fatigue and injuries, especially heading into the playoffs. Adding Kamara could instantly change the identity of this offense. And here's the kicker, the projected cost is just a third-round pick, a potential bargain for an elite playmaker. Could this be the bold move that powers a Chargers Super Bowl run? Stay tuned, because things may be heating up fast. The Los Angeles Chargers rebuild is moving at lightning speed, and the NFL is starting to take notice. What was supposed to be a slow and steady climb has turned into a rapid rise, the kind of rise that forces a team to rethink its entire approach. Could this be the year the Chargers shift from patient planning to all-out winning? Stick around, because the next detail may surprise you. Under Jim Harbaugh, the roster has come together faster than almost anyone expected. The Chargers have quietly built one of the most balanced teams in the AFC, and their start to the season shows it. Traditionally, this front office guards its draft picks like gold, but with so much young talent already in place, Los Angeles may be closer to win-now mode than it has been in years. And the question becomes, will they risk a pick to fill their biggest hole? Free agent options like Gus Edwards, Jamal Williams, Zach Moss, and Rachaad White are out there, but none of them offer the dynamic spark Los Angeles needs. Kamara, by contrast, is under contract through 2026 with an $18 million cap hit, a big number, but one that reflects elite talent. Could this bold addition be the final piece of a Super Bowl puzzle? Stay tuned, because the decisions the Chargers make next could define their entire season. The matchup between the Los Angeles Chargers and the New York Giants just got a whole lot more interesting. In a surprise move, the Giants are benching veteran Russell Wilson and rolling with rookie quarterback Jackson Dart. This switch completely changes the tone of the game. Could this be a breakout moment for Dart or a showcase for the Chargers defense? Stay tuned, because the next part of this story could be even bigger. Russell Wilson's decline has been one of the NFL's biggest storylines over the past few seasons. Once feared for his consistency and leadership, he's struggled to regain his form since his Denver days. Now the Giants are turning to Jackson Dart, the 25th overall pick who had an impressive preseason. Around the league, Dart has been drawing early comparisons to the buzz Patrick Mahomes created while sitting behind Alex Smith, not the talent level yet, but the excitement factor. And with that kind of energy comes danger if the Chargers let him get comfortable. The Chargers' defense cannot afford to underestimate Dart. His mobility, quick release, and willingness to take shots could spark big plays if he gains momentum early. A solid defensive game plan will be critical to shutting him down before he finds a rhythm. Could the Chargers' defense turn this rookie's first start into a nightmare and send another statement to the league? Stay tuned, this one could set the tone for the entire season. The Los Angeles Chargers are showing the kind of balance that wins games deep into January. With one of the league's best defenses and an offensive line ranked among the top 5, this team is built to neutralize almost any opponent. And with a rookie quarterback starting for the Giants, the Chargers' strengths could be on full display. But wait until you hear about the breakout star anchoring their line. He's rewriting expectations. Los Angeles' defense has been lights out to start the season. Speed at every level, smart coaching, and the ability to adjust in-game make them a nightmare for young quarterbacks. Facing Jackson Dart, the rookie starter for the Giants, gives the Chargers an ideal chance to unleash pressure and force mistakes. Yet the real story may be what's happening on the other side of the ball. Entering Week 4, the Chargers' offensive line is ranked 5th in the league, ahead of powerhouses like the Ravens and Lions. The standout is rookie tackle Joe Alt, who has earned an impressive 82 grade, second among all tackles. His consistency and dominance are giving Justin Herbert time to pick defenses apart. Could this combination of elite defense and a fortified line be the secret weapon Los Angeles needs to contend for a championship? Stay tuned, because the next development could be even more exciting. The Los Angeles Chargers aren't just winning games, they're winning the trust and admiration of one of the NFL's most respected coaches. Jim Harbaugh, known for his high standards, has just delivered some of the strongest praise you'll ever hear. He says Derwin James is the best football player he's ever been around. That's not just a compliment, it's a statement about where this team is headed. And there's more, wait until you hear what he said about Justin Herbert. Derwin James has always been a leader and tone setter for the Chargers defense, but Harbaugh's words elevate him to a whole new level. Calling him the best he's ever been around puts James alongside the elite players Harbaugh has coached in his long career. That kind of leadership doesn't just show up on stat sheets, it energizes the locker room and intimidates opponents. But Harbaugh didn't stop there. Justin Herbert also drew major praise from Harbaugh, who sees in him a franchise cornerstone and a competitor who can thrive under pressure. By firing up his best players publicly, Harbaugh is sending a message to the rest of the league: the Chargers stars are locked in and ready to lead. Could this combination of elite talent and fired-up leadership be the final ingredient Los Angeles needs for a championship run? Stay tuned, the next chapter could be even bigger. The Los Angeles Chargers have started their season in a way every NFL team dreams of: 3-0 overall and 3-0 inside the AFC West. That's not just a hot start, it's the best possible foundation for a playoff push. Winning all your early divisional games creates a cushion that can change the entire trajectory of a season. And what it does to the rest of the division. That's even more interesting. By sweeping their first 3 divisional opponents, the Chargers have put immediate pressure on their rivals. Every rematch now feels like a must-win for the other side. Even if the Chargers drop one later, they still own the tiebreakers and the psychological edge. This is the kind of position championship teams build for themselves in September. But it's not just about numbers, it's about momentum. Momentum this early in the season means confidence. Players start to believe they're the best team on the field every week. Coaches can open up the playbook and take calculated risks because the team is ahead of schedule. And when that belief spreads, it forces opponents to play tighter, make mistakes, and press for big plays that aren't there. The Chargers have turned that dynamic into a weapon. Could this 3-0 divisional start be the secret weapon that propels Los Angeles deep into January football? With the AFC West on notice and the Chargers holding the high ground, the rest of the season now carries massive stakes. Every game from here on out feels like a preview of playoff intensity, and the Chargers are already proving they can handle it. Stay tuned, this story is only beginning. The Los Angeles Chargers are turning heads across the NFL, and the optimism surrounding this team has reached a fever pitch. From the coaching staff to the roster, everything seems to be lining up for a special season. Fans are starting to dream big, even talking about a potential Super Bowl matchup. And the team that keeps coming up in those conversations? The Detroit Lions. Imagine it, Chargers versus Lions for the ultimate prize. But that's just the beginning of the big picture story unfolding in Los Angeles. Under Jim Harbaugh's leadership, the Chargers have developed a culture of toughness, smart football, and confidence. Young stars are emerging, veterans are thriving, and the team's 3-0 start has only amplified the excitement. With a balanced roster and a top-tier quarterback, this is the strongest version of the Chargers in years. And yet, there's still one burning question that could shape the rest of the season. The biggest debate now is whether Los Angeles should make a bold move for Alvin Kamara or ride with the roster they've built. Adding Kamara could immediately supercharge the offense, but sticking with the current group preserves draft picks and cap space for the future. It's a classic risk versus reward scenario that championship-caliber teams eventually have to face. Could this be the season where the Chargers finally take the leap, push their chips in, and make a run for it all? Or will they stick to their patient approach and hope their current roster carries them over the top? Either way, the decisions made in the coming weeks could define not just this season, but the future of the franchise. Stay tuned, the story of the 2025 Chargers is just getting started.